Hello, it's Jennifer Harding-Marlin, a citizenship by investment attorney. Today's video is going to talk about changes to Caribbean citizenship by investment programs that are coming. So over the past year and over the past 2 years, there have been a lot of changes to different investor immigration programs all around the world. We've seen the closure of the Spain Golden Visa. We've seen the termination of the Ireland Immigration Investor Program. We've seen changes to the Portugal Golden Visa, where they eliminated the option for real estate to count towards the Portugal Golden Visa. As well, there are coming changes potentially to the timeline for acquiring citizenship under the Portugal Golden Visa option. There were changes to the Greece Residency program with increased pricing. We've seen a closure of the Malta Citizenship by Investment Program as they resubmit further changes to the program in order to seek approval. We've seen also changes to Caribbean citizenship programs already with changes to pricing, introduction of interview component, and other policy changes. So overall, all around the world, there are changes in the investor immigration industry. And it's been recently highlighted in the news that there are going to be changes to Caribbean citizenship by investment programs. Most recently, the Prime Minister of St. Kitts announced that there will be the introduction of a new residency component as part of the citizenship process, and that there will be other introduction of further changes. As well, the Prime Minister of Dominica announced that there will be changes to the program as well. It's important to note that what specifically these changes are, when the timeline for implementation of these changes, what that will be, it's still not clear. It's over the past year and over the past couple of years, even a lot of Caribbean leaders have been meeting to discuss the future of citizenship by investment in the Caribbean and what changes will be implemented in order to make their programs more competitive and better. So as someone that is locally based in the Caribbean as an attorney, we have reached out to various citizenship by investment units and leaders and people in the industry to get further clarification. And so I'm going to read off a statement that was received by the St. Kitts and Nevis Citizenship by Investment Unit. So I will be reading and then I will provide my commentary. So hold on as I get up the email. So from the St. Kitts and Nevis Citizenship by Investment Unit, the CIU explores measured review of residency requirement within CBI program framework. Amid shifting geopolitical dynamics and increased international scrutiny of investor immigration programs, particularly those operating in the Caribbean, the Citizenship by Investment Unit of St. Kitts and Nevis confirms it is carefully evaluating the potential introduction of a physical presence requirement as part of its Citizenship by Investment program. This measured exploration forms part of the CIU's ongoing commitment to ensure that the program evolves in line with heightened global compliance standards while also protecting its competitive value proposition. The CIU emphasizes that any potential changes to the program will be introduced through a methodical, consultative process. There will be no sudden shifts. When the inclusion of a residency requirement is pursued, adequate lead time and clear guidance will be provided to all stakeholders to allow for operational adjustments. Transparency, predictability, and stability will guide every step of the policy development process. The CIU remains acutely aware of market sensitivities and the importance of predictability to both international agents and prospective applicants. As the world's oldest citizenship by investment program, we carry a legacy of trust and credibility that we intend to protect and strengthen. We understand the importance of stability and predictability for all our stakeholders. Any changes introduced to the Citizenship by Investment program will be guided by a thoughtful, inclusive process anchored in clear communication, sufficient lead time, and minimal disruption. Our goal is to ensure that the program continues to set global benchmarks while remaining responsive to international expectations, and this was quoted by the CIU Executive Chairman, Honorable Calvin Saint-Just. And as a statutory body with operational autonomy, the CIU continues to oversee the program's day-to-day administration With renewed capacity and institutional independence, its core mandate remains unchanged to preserve the program's integrity, ensure its long-term sustainability, and align its structure with the expectations of the global regulatory environment. Since its establishment in 1984, the St. Kitts and Nevis CBI program has consistently set benchmarks for governance, credibility, and investor confidence. It remains the world's longest-standing CBI initiative and a standard bearer in an increasingly competitive and compliance-driven sector. Recent high-level engagements, including at the St. Kitts and Nevis Investment Gateway Summit, have reaffirmed the program's enduring relevance and its appeal to a discerning international audience. The CIU is committed to ensuring that this legacy is not only preserved, but also strategically positioned for future resilience. The unit expresses its appreciation to its partners and stakeholders for their continued confidence and support, and reiterated its pledge to maintain open channels of communication as the program continues to evolve. So this was the official statement received from the St. Kitts and Nevis Citizenship by Investment Unit. To date, I have not received any official statement from other citizenship by investment units regarding changes that they will introduce. But it appears from this statement that there will be no sudden shifts in policy and changes will go through a consultation process. Given that future changes are highly likely to occur, not just for St. Kitts and Nevis or Dominica, but potentially for other Caribbean islands to their citizenship by investment programs, if you're someone that's considering applying, you may want to consider applying now as opposed, or very soon, as opposed to waiting until later when there will be further changes to programs and potential residency component requirements. At the moment, Antigua is the only Caribbean citizenship by investment program that does have a 5-day physical presence residency requirement that you need to fulfill within the first 5 years of acquiring your citizenship in order to be able to renew your passport, along with doing an oath to the country. So hopefully, if other Caribbean citizenship programs introduce a residency component, that it will be short stay and will not be extremely disruptive. But all of the Caribbean citizenship programs and citizenship countries are reliant on citizenship by investment for a significant source of their revenue, which helps with the local community and further development of the country. So a lot of these countries are incentivized to continue to offer attractive options for international investors, while at the same time maintaining their competitive position in the market and adhering to international standards and compliance standards as well, and making sure that their programs are robust and valued. So I believe that changes will come. It's just a matter of time. So if you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to us via email or comment in the comment section below, and we'll provide further updates once they're known. All the best. Bye for now. Bye.